Hey everybody, this is Mr. Giles with a quick tutorial on how to add sound effects into your animation, movie, project, whatever it is you're making. So in my case, I've already got a clip loaded. It is a car that is skidding. I'm very proud of this animation. I feel like it came out pretty great. So anyway, car skids to a stop. Guy does his thing. So I want to find a sound for that. There are a lot of ways to find sounds. In my classroom, I have a folder filled with sound effects, but you can also go online to find sound effects. There's a website called findsounds.com. It's literally like a Google for sound effects. So if you're looking for something particular, like a car skidding to a stop, in fact, let's just go ahead and try that right now. I'm just going to open a new tab, and I'm going to write findsounds.com. Hopefully it still exists. Oh, good, it does. I'm going to put car skid. Okay, and I'm going to hit play. And let's see what happens. Oh, that one's pretty good. Kind of like that one. Car skid crash horn. I want something fast. Too long, too long. I need something that's really short. Let's see. There we go. That's it. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use my back arrow. And it was this one. I can see it's actually a little bit of a shorter sound. And I'm going to right click. Now I'm looking at it's an MP3 or a WAV. It's going to work in Windows Movie Maker. In fact, it'll probably work in most video programs. So I'm going to right click, save link as, and it should say MP3. If it says HTML, it's not working right. Then I'm going to save it to wherever I want to find it. In this case, I'm going to put it on my desktop. If you're one of my students, you should always be saving these things to your H drive, just to keep track of it. So I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to call it tire skid. That's perfect. Save. Bam. It's downloaded. I can see that it downloaded right here. And just to make it easier, I can say show in folder. It pops open the folder with that little tire skid. And then I go back and I drag it over here and I drop it in like this. All right, let's see how that works. Let's watch the video. Skid's a little late. So I'm going to zoom in here. I have the zoom in feature here at the bottom. And I'm going to drag this. I can just click on this as the playhead. And I'm going to drag it until I see the car. See that right there where the car starts going, tilting forward? Right there is where I want my sound to be. So I'm going to drag that sound so it starts right about there. A little bit more forward. Let's see how that looks. Back a little tiny bit. Try that. Perfect. Okay. Now I might want like a bump or crash sound. So now I'm going to go to something else. I might just put let's look up crash. Why not? We'll look up crash on this website. So let's put crash. Let's just listen. That's a pretty big crash. Let's see if I have one that's a little less. Okay, that's over the top. I'm going to use that one. All right, so human damage level up. So it's probably used for a video game of some sort, but I'm going to download that. Save link as. Save. This helps me find particular. Now, in my classroom, I have a folder. It's in the shared folder where your STKs are, and it's called sound effects, and I have hundreds of sound effects in there, so you can access those. But this is a great way when you don't have access to a bunch of great sound effects. You can use this to find it. So I've downloaded that sound to my desktop, and now I'm going to take it and drag it in. I'm going to put it right over here where the car sort of hit probably right at the end of that last sound here. Let's see how that sounds. In fact, I kind of want that crash to happen a little earlier. Let's see if I can overlap it. See what happens. That's good. Okay. Then I want to hear the sound of a racing car. So that at the beginning of my animation, we hear the, and then it crashes. So that'll be the final thing that I'll find. For your animation, you're going to look for sounds that you like. In fact, I'm not going to do that right now. That you've seen how it works. The last and most important thing is to click right here and go to Save Project As. This is like in Paint.net or Photoshop, when you're saving your layers, you save a Photoshop file or a Paint.net file. No other program can look at that. You can't upload it to YouTube, but it's what helps keep track of like all these little sounds and videos and titles. It keeps track of all that. So save project as, and you're going to just save it to your H drive. As always, that's the best place to save it. And I'm going to give it a name that we know. So car crash skid, and I'm going to write project. I'm going to save, anytime I'm saving a project file, I'm just going to write project so that when I'm looking at hundreds of files and trying to figure out what I'm doing, I know what it is. So I'm going to click save, and there you go. And then the final step, of course, is if you want to save it to share with people, you would say save movie, and I'd say save for computer. And this time I'm going to get rid of the word project, and I might put car crash skid final, so I know this is my final, whatever it is that you made, your project. And now it's exporting it, and when it's done, it will be a movie that I could post anywhere. I can post on YouTube or Vimeo, and I'm going to say open folder, and there's my file. I'm gonna, no, I did not pay attention to where I saved it. That was a fail. It went into my pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I'm going to go to my H drive. I'm going to make sure to put it in my folder so I know where it is. I'm going to stick it in my pivot folder, and I'm going to just paste it in here. I'm going to go to list here, right click, paste. There's my car, and then when I click on it, it should open up and play in a video program, and there you have it. Obviously I could do more with sounds, I could add more, but there you go. There's the basics of adding sound effects and saving. Show me what you've made. I'd love to see what you've made. If you've uploaded a video and this video helped you in some way, please let me know. If it didn't, you know, search YouTube for a better video. All right. Have a great day. Mr. Giles out. Peace.